Hello, second graders. We have been talking about famous Americans this week and last week. Today, I want to ask a question, and that question is, who gets the spotlight? A spotlight is something that, if you're in a theater, they shine on the person who has the audience's attention. So who gets the spotlight as far as famous Americans go? I first am going to talk about some famous Americans that we have heard about. Now, some of these I am supposed to teach you about in second grade, but all you need to know about them, you probably already know. Christopher Columbus was the first person from Europe to come to North America, which is the continent we live on. And he's famous for this. Some people say he discovered America. However, there were lots and lots and lots of people already here. If you're in my class, you know we talked a lot about Native Americans this year and how they were here far before Christopher Columbus arrived. This is someone that we're supposed to learn about. He's considered a famous American that I'm supposed to teach you about. I'm also supposed to let you know about Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln was the president of the United States who helped to free African American slaves. He abolished slavery. However, after slavery was abolished, that did not abolish the racism that was present and the segregation of African Americans from other people. But he is someone I'm supposed to tell you about. I'm also supposed to tell you about Cesar Chavez, and you have learned about him. He was a Mexican-American leader who worked to improve conditions for farm workers. What I'm talking about today, though, is who gets the spotlight. I am supposed to teach you about these people. You have probably heard of Christopher Columbus, Abraham Lincoln, maybe Cesar Chavez before. But my question is, what about these people? Dolores Huerta is a woman who worked alongside Cesar Chavez. In fact, she's a co-founder of the Association for Farmers that Cesar Chavez created. She created with him. But we haven't heard about her. Bessie Coleman was the first African American woman pilot, and also the first woman pilot who had descended from Native Americans, because some of her ancestors were Native American. How come we haven't heard about her? And then also Wilma Mankiller was the first woman to be made a chief of a Native American group called the Cherokee Nation. She was the first chief, the first leader that was a woman. But we haven't heard about her. Or maybe you have, but I hadn't heard about her until recently. And so my question, who gets the spotlight? I just want us to take the spotlight and shine it on some of these people that maybe we haven't heard about before, because these are still Americans and they still are famous because they've done impressive things. However, the spotlight's not usually shined on them. So today we're going to shine the spotlight on these famous Americans. I am supplying you with a list. My instructions for you are to choose one or two famous Americans from that list. You are going to go to pebblego.com in a web browser. If you're using Safari, Google Chrome, whatever it is, pebblego.com. And then you're going to put in our school's username and password. Our username is Woodbrook. The password is school. I will include this in the written instructions as well. Once you get into PebbleGo, I want you to choose one person from the list that I give you today, and I want you to find out, what did this American do that made them famous? And then I want you to wonder, why haven't we heard about this person before? Or why haven't you heard about them? Because I hadn't heard about many of these people. Some I had, but that's my challenge for you today. we're going to find out who gets the spotlight. Well, we're going to shine the spotlight on who we think deserves some recognition. All right, boys and girls, get to it.